Hey everybody, welcome to the round 8 preview. Carlton, Adelaide, Sunday the 8th of May at Marvel Stadium at 4:40 p.m. The definition of a graveyard shift. It's not a good time slot to be in. However, I'm not going to complain about it because ultimately the reason why we have this time slot is because of who we have been over the last couple of years, especially last year. And sometimes in life, actually, I feel like every time in life, you get exactly what you deserve. So as much as I'm not thrilled with it, I'd like to obviously be in, a prime time slot, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Sunday Arvo at the worst. We've got the Crows at 4:40 on Mother's Day. That's a very, very special day. And it's a big game because we currently sitting at 5-2. I can't believe we're saying it. We're sitting at 5-2, 104.5%. We've won 5 of our first 7. We're 7 more wins away, I think, from locking in a finals berth. I believe that 12 wins will get you to finals in this current AFL landscape, and that's really all I'm thinking about, just ticking the boxes along the way. I don't know if many people had us at 5-2. I think we all hoped and expected 5 wins from the first 7, but to see them actually do it, I've got to tell you, I'm having the absolute time of my life. This is the most that I've enjoyed being a Carlton supporter easily since 2011, like without a doubt. And I've made reference to it before. If you blink, you will miss it. We've waited for just a little something, like a pulse. We've had, if you go back this time last year, we're sort of in the hunt, but we're chasing tail after a poor start. The year before was pretty much the same. We were in the hunt, but we started pretty slowly, so we kind of just evened ourselves back out. The year before that, disaster. The year before that, even worse. So this is as good as a start as I can remember having and enjoying, especially being a well and truly an adult. The last time we did this, 2011, which was a pretty good season, I was 21, so 21. So I'm grateful for that, and I'm starting to see little signs of growth along the way. And I think it is important. I think it is important to stay in the moment, because the moment is all we have. And that really is the truth, not only in footy with Carlton, but in life. If you don't enjoy the moment for what it is, and if you allow yourself to get sucked into what could be and what should be and what didn't, you're only going to be living in this state of negativity. So embracing it. I know that there's a lot more coming. There's a lot more challenges coming. I sense that the injuries are starting to really pick up. I thought we got a really good contribution from a few kind of new guys, which gave me a bit more confidence that the depth is coming along. I'm talking in particular of Lewis Young and Jack Carroll, who look like players that I can sort of trust to know that they've got something to offer moving forward and are ready to start contributing. I don't know if it's consistently. I think Lewis Young can definitely start contributing consistency. Jack Carroll, I kind of expect there to be bumps this year, and he's very young and he's obviously just played one game, but the sky's the limit, and he has applied himself very well, and I look forward to seeing what else is in store for him. Now, with the Crows, I've watched quite a few of their games. I have, and my observation of the Crows is they're a tough team, but like genuinely tough team, not North Melbourne tough. Their contested side of the game is solid. They've got some really solid players, solid midfielders. Tex Walker coming in has really given them a bit of a jump start back to their identity, gives them some toughness. And the only thing about them which gives me confidence is that when I've watched them away from home, they've struggled a bit and they can fall into the trap of just butchering the ball a little bit. Now, this is a situation for me where I say I still think we're the better team, and if we played at our best and they played at their best, I think we would come out winning. But this is also a team where if you give them that sniff and you let them hang around and you let them build belief, they will jump you and they will do everything they can to get that win, and they can and will beat us. So I'm mindful of this game. It is a test because, again, we're going to be going into this game expected to win, and we're not coming off a performance where we have to bounce back from. And that's generally been something, even in the dysfunctional years, that we've been able to do. Bounce back after being really poor in a particular game. So this would be huge. This would be 6-2, and all of a sudden we're 8 rounds in, and the opportunity to be halfway there to finals with, 16 rounds to play or 15 rounds to play is something that I don't want to read too much into, but I can't help it because it's exciting. We're getting the guys that haven't played for so long, the guys who we wondered if they would play, like Charlie Kerner. We're seeing them play. We're seeing Charlie and Harry play, and it's crazy. We're actually seeing something that many, if not all of us, thought would never happen. So I'm embracing that. I'm enjoying that, and I'm expecting the Crows to come out absolutely firing because they were pretty disappointing last week, and they are a proud footy club, and they're coached very well. I love Matthew Nicks and what he's about. He come over from Port Adelaide a few seasons ago, and he's taken the realm of the Crows' direction, I guess, and he's got them playing some tough footy. So I am mindful of them, but really, deep down, it's more about us. I think if we play our way, if we play the way we know we have been able to play, and if we continue to chip away at doing it for longer, then I think we will win this game. Ultimately, I do think it'll be a close one. I think it'll be a 3-ish, 4-ish goal game. They've got a couple of key players that will not play. Ned McHenry and Brodie Smith both entered the concussion protocols last week. They are good players for them. Brodie Smith in particular is having a pretty good season. They just lost Rory Sloane for the season as well. So, they're a little wounded, as are we. Our injury report came out, and the updates are, Stocker we know won't be playing. I would assume that his replacement would be someone like Zach Williams, who, according to the club, he's got Achilles soreness. He's going to continue to be assessed as the week progresses, and he's a test to play. So if he's available, I would say Zach Williams will come in for sure for Liam Stocker. Really disappointed for Stocks. But you know what? He's only expected to miss 2 weeks, which I think is a pretty good result considering how bad it looked. And, he's in a sling, so you assume he's going to be missing at least a month or 6 weeks. So 2 weeks, I think, is a good result. The other one is George Hewitt. He's managing a cork to the calf that he sustained in round 6. And they said that he's also going to be assessed as the week progresses, and he's a test to play. So a cork to the calf, I think with the extra 8 days that he now he's going to have had between the last time he played and this Sunday, I think that should be enough. I hope that should be enough. But the question is, what do you do? Because the rhetoric around what happened last week was that, all right, obviously Nunes is a guy that 1 week he's loved, 1 week he's, supposed to be dropped and on the outer and never to be seen again. But I thought he was pretty good last week. I really did. I don't think he deserves to lose his spot. Jack Carroll was a debutant, but I think he did enough to warrant another spot as well. Lockie O'Brien, I thought he played well enough to keep himself in the side as well. Cottrell came on as the sub. So is it a drop Cottrell type situation and put someone else as the sub? I'm not exactly sure, but my sense is that if Williams and Hewitt are fit and available to play, then they'll definitely play because they're clearly in our best 22 and our best 18. I think they both start on the field. So that's where I'm thinking with that. But I'm pumped. It's Mother's Day. It's an important day. Your mothers are, the most important people in your life. Unfortunately, there are quite a few people out there that don't have their mothers around for whatever reason. So I do definitely want to be mindful of that. I am always mindful of that when these days come around. And, it is good to celebrate your mothers for those of us that are blessed enough to have them there, but spare a thought for those who don't have their mothers around because it can be a reminder of, just an emotionally tough situation. So it is a special day. I'll be going to see my mum down at H Cafe in the morning, go get a nice coffee and a big breakfast with her and give her a big cuddle and a kiss. And she's been a champion for me in my life, and I think many people can say the same thing about their mothers. But yeah, I'm excited. I'm excited to be there. I'm enjoying myself. I find that the year is really flying by. We're about to go into round 8. We're about to get through a third of the season. It literally feels like round 1 was yesterday, and time flies when you're having fun, I guess. So what about you? How are you feeling about this game? Are you a bit more confident in the group now? Do you have more trust? Are there more layers to the group now? I know that there's been a few people, particularly on the fan cams, who've come on and they've mentioned that, they waited until round 5 to see if we'd show anything. Then they signed up as a member. Are you one of those people? Do you have more faith and more trust in the overall program? And if so, why? What was the thing that won you over? And if not, why? What do you need to see? And let me know what you think about this game. Look forward to it. And as always, go the Mighty Blues.